Hi, I'm Angela Martin and welcome to number 88 Koa Road in Koa. If you are super frustrated at not being able to find that perfect block of land because your expectations are up here and what you see is way down here, well, your luck is just about to change. Behind this fabulous gate, we have a fully fenced 5-acre property. It is commutable into Cairns, it's got access, or you get access to all the amenities you would ever want, and it is beautiful. So what we're going to do is, rather than just have you look at some pictures, you may be from interstate, I wanted us to feel what it was like to actually be here. So we're going to jump in the car, we're going to open the gate, we're going to drive down to, we're going to drive along the driveway, and I'm going to show you around. So this is just going to be fabulous. Jump on in, jump in the other side, and we're going to head down. Welcome. I wanted us to feel, as I said, what it's like to come into this beautiful property. Now, first thing we're going to notice is that there is a mains power box just at the gate. Fully fenced on this side, so we've got a great big long driveway. It's about maybe 100 meters long, but have a look at this. If your blood pressure is just a little bit high and we have just finished the day and we want to come home, this is going to be the entrance. And as I said, there's just no way that we can get this in a picture. So the property dog legs at this point, and then we sort of come into a square. Driveway keeps going down here. And if you notice, whoops, all the way down here, let me just pull back a little bit so that you can see we're able to walk all the way around the 5 acres. That fencing is along pretty much the back side, but here's the thing, we have water and power coming into this really beautiful natural bushland. Now I'm going to just stop here so that we can actually get out the car, and you will see that we are also cleared and ready to build. So let me get out and let me take these keys out here. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Come on out, we're going to have a beautiful explore. Breathe and calm. It really does have that sense of calmness. And if I just stop talking for half a minute, you can hear nothing, just the birds, probably the wallabies bouncing around. But you can see that when we come along the driveway, like I said, I think it's maybe approximately 100 meters or so long. And we've come into the section that has been cleared. Now, you don't have to use this as your house pad. There's 5 fully beautifulized acres, and it is pretty natural bush. So the black boys, or the Xanthorrhoea, I think they're called, you know, you can chisel away at them. There's no great big trees. So if you did want to clear some extra space, or, you know, even head down into that direction further into the center of the property, you could. But this is glorious. It's actually a big spot. I'm not sure 100% how wide this would be, but let's just do a real quickie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Roughly 16 meters, and probably way bigger that way. But if you have a look through, basically through all the little trees, you'll see sparkly light, and it is a very natural, I used that word before, but it is a natural Koa bush property. Peaceful, quiet, with all those gorgeous little walkways all the way through. So, you know, most people don't have power to the block, Most people don't have water to their block. Most people don't have a cleared area. So you can see what you're buying. And as I said, if you're from interstate at the moment, you don't want to look at 5 pictures of trees because it doesn't feel what it would actually be like to be here. So hopefully you're getting a sense. So we're just going to have a bit of a quick wander up and down through here. The land, it's got a very natural slope on it. It's not flat. It's not on the edge of a hill. It's easily walkable. And as I said, it would be a nice thing to be able to extend, maybe have your shed or something here, and then maybe chisel in just a little bit to have that beautiful dream oasis, your lifestyle, your new lifestyle, away from the madding crowd, as it were. So just have another bit of a quick look round. Beautiful. And the other thing too is that you might not be ready to build your house now today, but you can put your caravan here, you can put your shipping container here, so you really are going to be self-sufficient, if you like, because as I said, you've got your facilities. We'll go have a look at the bore and the water in a minute, and the power box, but it's all here. It's just ready, and you can build that dream in steps, or you can come in and just, you know, guns blazing, as it were, and say, I want my dream and I want it now. Why wouldn't you? So we're going to head just a little bit back up the driveway again so I can show you the exciting features of water and power. But like I said, when you buy a block of land, if it's 5 acres, 2 acres or 10 acres, the hassle associated with trying to get power into the land, trying to get water or a bore or water tanks into the land, well, all the hard work literally has been done. So this is what it looks like. We've got a bore pump, and we have our power. And you can see how close that actually is to the house pad. And then if we twirl around this way again, this takes us back up the way that we came in. So sealed driveway, 100 meters long-ish roughly, into this beautiful, beautiful oasis. And of course, I think it's about 34 degrees today. So living in the tropics, when you might have been used to living in Melbourne or Sydney when it's a bit cold and it's a bit rainy, or Tassie, a little bit colder, a little bit rainier, this is just an absolute joy. So hopefully you can see, I can hear little chickens in the background. There are always lots of hidden costs when you just buy an undeveloped block of land, like tree clearing. And as I said, trying to get power or water into the property. How far in does it go? And you know, it costs thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars because they're all unknown. You don't know if you're 100 meters in, 300 meters in, or 20 meters in. So this, you can see that we are just ready to go. And what I love about it, let's come back over here to your new house pad, is the fact that it's natural, so it's low maintenance. You know, if you don't want to be cutting lawn, if you don't want to be sitting on a ride-on mower, you know, for hours and hours on end, but you just want a peaceful existence, you want to be able to observe just the natural beauty, if you're an artist or if you're a writer, or you just want to build a really beautiful home in a beautiful natural landscape, and you want to be able to commute or go to Bunnings or go to Smithfield or go to Coles for your shopping, it's all here. So give me a call, Angela Martin, 0403 788 187, or visit the website angelamartin.tv. And please don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more fabulous properties like this one. I look forward to catching up.